Hello and welcome to another KnightZ adventure. In this video we're going to be taking a look at some pre-recorded footage that I've entitled On Holiday with a Group of Germans. It is essentially an ambulance calling for an ambulance, calling for another ambulance. So let's get right to it. So here we are, we've started. I have spawned back in to the Brenner Medical, I believe, and this is where we're going to hold down for a while. I've just spawned in, so I'm going to have a little look around what we've got around here, see if we can pick some stuff up. We need to try and get all of our stats up a little bit while we're waiting for evac. We have put out a notification to our German friends, and they said they would come down here and assist us, so that's going to be fun. So me and Gary are going to ride this out, see if we can find stuff here. Looks like we should probably build a fire, get some food, the typical freshie stuff. I'm pretty sure we're both freshies at this point, just sort of out trying to survive. Sometimes these things are easier on your own, and sometimes they're easier with a friend. Unfortunately, that does mean that we have to half the food. But there you go. So what's that, short stick? So it's probably a good idea that we head outside and maybe get a fire going and maybe get some fish going as well. Maybe, I think we've got, I'm sure we've got some stuff together for fishing. So it's always interesting running around here as a freshie at night when it's dark, because you never know what you're going to see. I'm armed with just a spear, improvised spear, and you just never know what you're going to find. It might be an easy run, who knows? I know, it's pre-recorded, so I know, obviously. Yep, we're coming inside here, making a fire. That's definitely a thing. My sleep's down at yellow, so Gary's going to go and sort out getting all the bits together. I'm going to have myself a little snooze. I'm not going to stay asleep the whole time, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead, like you do. So I've had my snooze, I've got my stats up. The next thing really is just to get that food sorted out. So we're going to get together and, hang on, yeah, we're going to get together and go and hit the little lake. It's not really a lake, it's like a little puddle in Brenner. It's early hours in the morning, so we should be more than good. Pop over there, catch ourselves some fish. I'm not going to bore you guys by making you sit and watch us cooking or cutting or any of those fun fishing mechanics that we all love. We're just going to skip ahead. So there we have it. We have eaten our food, or rather we've cooked our food, we've caught it, cut it, and we are eating it. Yum, yum. Always good to have an accomplice when you do stuff like this, because one person can catch the food and the other person can cut it and cook it. It's all very good. But now we are essentially in a really good spot. Honestly, even if we didn't have our compadres coming down to save our bums, we would probably have a really good run on this to get back to base. It's always a difficult challenge, I find anyway, on IntenZ to when you get a fresh spawn, a lot of it can come down to luck. There's a bit of skill involved as well, but a lot of it can be to do with luck as well. So yeah, you just have to see. But for this video, we are obviously getting help. We are asking our buddies to come down and give us a lift, and we've actually exchanged with them. So we've said, if you come and give us a lift in the car, then we'll trade you some stuff. And we've already done the trade and worked it out. So we, at this point, I believe, are heading to the petrol station, the gas station in Brenner, which is just on the river. Ooh, a car battery. I do like car batteries. We've got loads though. So here we are. We are in the, or just next to, I should say, the fuel station, and there is a little tent that might have some things in it. It does not. Oh no, a grenade. Rubbish. We don't need that. I could maybe use it to beat someone up with, but beyond that, they're not really useful for anything, in my opinion. So typical stuff. I'm pretty sure that that's where we're supposed to be meeting them. So it is just essentially secure the area and wait for evac to arrive. So we just got a message from them, and they are 5 minutes out. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just loot around the area for a bit until we get told that they are approaching and near. And then they'll either pull up here or they'll pull up somewhere a bit safer. It's a bit risky out here. So we'll just see what they have to do.
Gary Garrison calling Vitriol.
Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to relay to you what was discussed, really. But this is the point, I think, where they say, actually, we can't get there. Can you come down the road and meet us at this corner on this road by this? So from here, we head off down the road on our way to meet them.
Like a few minutes away. Hello. What say you guys? No, we're not dead. I thought it was you guys shooting or something. Okay.
So just to ruin it, we weren't dead. They weren't shooting. It wasn't either of us. Just over the river, there is a spot where a couple of guys were having a bit of an issue. I assume, anyway, obviously I wasn't there, so I can't exactly relay it. But from the sounds of it, it was a couple shots and nothing. Might have even been someone hunting, to be honest. It's really easy on this game to think that there's nobody else around you, so you do whatever you want, and then boom, there's a guy right in front of you, and you didn't even know he was there. So yeah, the house that we're getting these guys in is just ahead of us, I believe.
Okay, we'll do.
And here we are. We reached the house. Now, I said before we walked up here, they've probably parked the car in the barn and locked the door. But we go into the house to check anyway. Let's go in the house and we'll check. We'll see if they're in there. But, yeah. I'm also very aware as well that we don't even know these people. I don't think we've met them yet. So this will be a really interesting... Oh, look, there's nobody here.
They're in the barn.
I wonder where they are. Where do you think they are? They're in the shed.
Hello.
Hello. This is
Nice to meet you.
Cathy. This is Cathy. I'm Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Get
meet
it.
you too.
Both of you have NVGs. Nice.
All right, let's exchange. Yeah. That's where the fun starts, you know.
Yeah, did you say you wanted to exchange now? Because our stuff is at the base. I died, so I haven't made it back to the base yet.
Oh, okay, that's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry. I didn't know that you wanted to trade before we went. I'm sorry.
But after some misunderstandings between ourselves and the others, we get on the road, we get going, and everything is smooth sailing. because, you know, nothing can possibly go wrong with 4 people driving a car on a populated server in the middle of daytime. It's never been an issue. Nothing ever happens, assuming, of course, we can get out the door. And during this bit, I decided to just skip ahead, to be honest. 800% speed should get us there quick. I messed up the sound in the clip as well, so there's no sound, but I'm sure you don't want the sound of it going at 800 miles, not miles, sorry, 800% speed. It looks awesome though, doesn't it? We could always make up our own sounds. Anyway, so yeah, we're on our way. That looked like it crashed there, it's weird. But once we get there, we are essentially asking them if we can be taken to a stash site first. We want to capture our stash, find our stash, loot a bunch of stuff, and then get taxied back with our stash back to the base, which they're more than happy to do, and we've offered to trade them some things that they need as well. So so they'll get that at the end, which is awesome. But yeah, we'll just skip ahead for now, and then we'll go for a little run in the forest.
Just gonna park it there in the trees until she's back.
I'm back, by the way. I forgot to tell you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Is it okay for us to stop here? Is it close?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. So, are we between the main road from Topolin up to Bielava and the power lines now?
Yeah, that was the main road we just drove over.
Okay, okay.
Well, these small trees are impassable. There's a collision, so...
I feel like a little child in the back here.
Yeah, apologies for not moving the seat.
It's okay. Okay, I just need to kind of figure out exactly where we are.
When you go to the left, you're gonna hit the paved road.
Yeah, and you have the
industrial
barn
that's
and
right
the
in front of us.
industrial. Yeah. Right. This direction, yeah.
So that's Topolin down there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That's the industrial. You can see the water tower as well there.
Okay, yeah, I need to go up then. I need to go this way. Okay, we'll be back within 15 minutes. We have the radio, so we can hop on that if we take longer. But it shouldn't take too long.
And so we are here. We start our adventure, our run through the forest near, I don't actually know where, Topolin I think she said. I am absolutely new to this part of the map. I don't usually come over here at all, so I don't know where we're going. I'm relying fully on Gary to lead the way and to keep it going and everything else. What a lovely forest it is. This would have looked a heck of a lot different if they had the actual graphics in for the winter time of IntenZ. At this point they had included winter, but they hadn't included the actual terrain and the mapping for it. So it is on now. But yeah, interesting. Would have looked a lot different over here if that was on. But here we go, running through the forest to get our stuff. It is very boring, so I will just skip ahead a little bit. Now, this isn't the stash that we were talking about, but I'm pretty sure we stop here and have a little look around and loot while we're here. It's literally a run in and run out kind of situation, but we actually ended up only doing a few and then running on because we didn't really have time, although it felt like we did. So skirt around the edge, do a couple of those, and then carry on. Yeah. We have done it. We were successful. We filled up our bags. We stuck everything in our backpacks. Backpacks on our bags. A few other items in our inventory. All really good. Not massively big things for other people on this server, I have to say, but for us, these were exactly the things that we needed to do the next part of our quest for building a safe place for ourselves. So now we're heading back down. We don't actually get as lost as I think we do. I tried to keep tabs in my head on which way we were coming down, and I got totally lost. But thankfully, Gary knows exactly where she's going, even though she's never really been here. Maybe once or twice. So she knows. She's a smart cookie. So there we go. We do eventually get back to the... Oh, a zombie. Let's try this pickaxe out. Because I loved this. 1 hit to the face with a pickaxe. Okay, maybe 2 hits to the face with a pickaxe. Pickaxes are wicked, I have to say. Take this moment. I've tried a few different melee weapons on this server, and actually my favourite weapon has to be the pitchfork. The pitchfork is brutal against zombies that sprint at you. Wait for a zombie to sprint at you and jab them in the face with it. I mean, if I was jabbed in the face with a pitchfork, I'm pretty sure I would go down as well. But anyway, that's my little tidbit. So yeah, we make our way back to the tree line, run through the trees a little bit, and we find our German compadres.
Oh, we're back. Yeah.
Welcome.
Now, of course, leaving the forest wasn't a difficult challenge at all. Although what you'll find in the video coming up, or the clip, the section coming up, is that our lives are about to take a drastic turn. So, just for a second, we have a practically perfect, mint condition vehicle. Which is probably well maintained, probably got a decent amount of fuel in it and everything
That
else.
was risky.
You got 2 massively, incredibly geared players in the front seats. We're talking full kit, decent backpack, MVGs, decent guns as well. And 2 freshies, don't forget the freshies, very important to
With
this
the
story.
wrench in your
2
hands, you
freshie
can
dudes in the
flip
back
car.
that have elicited,
Good to
not
know
elicited, that's the wrong word. We have conscripted. Anyway, we have purchased passage from one part of the map to the other and back again. And what we don't realise is what's about to come up.
I thought we were doomed.
Oh, you guessed it. We died. All 4 of us died on impact. We hit we hit a patch of lag, and then we had Phil there saying, "I thought we were doomed." And what happened? We hit a second patch of lag, and boom, straight into a tree, dead. That's it, the end. Except it isn't the end, because now there is a collection of 4 people all trying to spawn back to get a spawn, because there are 2 things that could happen here. The first, in everyone's mind, is that a freshie because we were just outside Gleniska, a freshie could see the car and go, hey, all that gear, a nice car, wicked. Who isn't going to take that up, right? The second thing, from our point of view, is that these guys might run back to the car and get the stuff and take our stash that we got. I mean, you'd never know, right? And from their point of view, they could think, if they get back to us first, we could lose the car, we could lose 2 lots of gear, we could lose all of our stuff that we took with us. Now, granted, that isn't going to happen, because if we was to get on the wrong side of these guys, we would absolutely get annihilated. So that isn't the intention. So, but everyone's thinking that these things could happen. So everyone's trying to get these spawns back. And that's where we're going to carry on the video. But yes, to skip ahead and ruin the down thing, I find the car first. Oh yeah, look at this. Seemingly first. I run up to the door and I see everyone's dead. Great. Oh, look, an M4 on the floor. Who's that? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, okay. Jesus fucking Christ. I spawned in Gleniska and ran, yeah.
Again, sadly, because I didn't record, for some reason the game isn't recording my voice when I speak in the game, and I'm not sure why, but you might be able to hear behind me from here, but I'm just saying, nope, that's fine, it's great, I tell my story, what can I do to help, can we do something? We now need to get this car on the road, so to speak. We need to get our, get our stuff out, kit me up, kit herself up, and then fix the car up best we can, and get back on the road so we can go pick the other guys up and finish our mission, finish the quest. And that's exactly what we do. We fix it all up, I get my kit back on, throw my body on the floor, I give him a few digs because he's stupid. Yeah, I pick up a thing, pick up a wheel because I can't hold it, so I drop it because I'm too weak. So actually, in this scene, helping to fix the car, I actually can't physically do anything. I take the wheel off and I take the new wheel out and I say, can you put that on for me? So I don't actually help here at all. I just stay out of the way. But yeah, that's harrowing. But before long, we are actually back on the road. We do get the car reversed out. We drive through Gleniska. Thankfully, the other guys got spawns in. I think it was Brenner, Gleniska and Brenner that everyone else managed to get to before we got here. So, yay for teamwork, right? So, so now we've got Catty up at the wheel, and she does a fantastic job of getting us to where we are. Unfortunately, at this point, I think we ruined the radiator. Not ruined, but it's badly damaged. It's leaking water, so we're going to have to make loads of stops. It's not really loads, but we have to make a whole bunch of stops between here and there just to get the mission done. And I do feel right at the end, after all the hard work these guys did to get us there and back, and all the stuff we went to, and it's not finished yet, I do feel as though maybe we didn't really give them enough stuff at the end, sadly. This bit to me is incredibly confusing. She stops the car in the middle of the road, she gets out, and she tells me to wait here with the car, but then she says, but don't sit in the car, and I'm extremely confused. What's going on just here? She leaves, she's geared, she's okay. So I decide to get out the car, I do a little wiggle, I actually look at my body, I start getting my stuff off of my body, because I didn't actually take the bits out of my my dead that I thingied. And yeah, we eat some food, got some illness, lost all my bits, and it's literally now just picking up one of the guys until a freshie runs up. Oh my god, what's this? I'm confused. And then a zombie runs after him, and what's going on? So I get in the car. I'm just going to get in the car and close the car. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know who it is that runs up and gets chased. It turns out it was Phil. We stopped here for Phil. Phil jumped in the car so that the zombie wouldn't punch him, and I instinctively shit myself, so I jump in the car alongside him, and then Catty saves the day. And that's our first pickup. Our first pickup just happens to be Phil. It turns out, actually, that just down the road, we actually passed Gary. Not on the road, but we passed her, so she's just down the road. But yeah, we kit ourselves up, get my body out of the car, and then we're ready to go. But we do eventually all meet back up at the car. I believe it's the medical in Gliniska that we meet up at, and we realise that we have some issues. Like I said, our radiator is broken, so we decide to pull up here, and we have a little search around for some stuff. I just sort out my med, sort out my character a bit, take what I need. But we do ultimately run around for probably about half an hour of the game in the local town just looking for a replacement radiator. What's the chances, right? You always see radiators when you don't need them. And then when you stop in a town and you search and you don't find one, it's gutting. But that's what we do. So for the next little while, we just sort of hang around and try and work things out, really.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was that.
Yep.
We go for a search, we go for a run, we do find some decent stuff. But alas, we don't find what we need. However, Phil and or Catty has found a working replacement. Or fixed it. I'm not really sure which. German ingenuity is what I would put my money on. But there we are. So we now have a fully working... Oh, she's in a bad way, isn't she? So, yes, we get back in the car and we get on the road again. And between here and home, there honestly really isn't any major things that happens. It is smooth sailing, and Phil does a fantastic job at getting us back to base.
Yeah.
But sadly, guys, that is the end of the video. I'll leave you just here with me talking over our trip back, which is rather unentertaining throughout the most of it. This has been a incredible half a day to do this. It was good fun, and that being kicked, being killed on the server, that was a good fun part of it as well. Obviously, thank you to our two German friends, Phil and Catty, who actually offered to give us a hand in the first place. But there we go. So feel free, if you've got to this point, to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the video, to the channel, if you want to see more of these. I do gameplay footage, I do live gameplay footage over on Twitch as well, and I also do some tutorials and stuff like that. So, and head over to my Twitch as well if you'd like to be a part of some of my live streams, and join me on Discord if you want to be involved. So until next time, guys, thank you and see you later.